welcome to Reviews by South to Normal. I'm your host, Michael Sawran. This guy. This episode is going to go over Ozark Season 4, Part 1. Or just Season 4 and then Part 2, Season 5. What's the difference? Paychecks. That's what the difference is. Anyway, this is Ozark's Season 4, Part 1. It's kind of the quick take. If you want a more long-form take, subscribe, follow me around for when that drops so you'll be the first to know. Here we go! The birds are dealing with the aftermath of Helen being shot in her cranium right in front of them down at Omar Navarro's compound. They got the brain matter and the blood all over them. They're trying to figure out what the hell to do with their lives as they clean up. So they're ratcheting up their escape plan. Navarro's ratcheting up his own escape plan. Meanwhile, this crazy cousin Ravi is over around just going... He's having all these overreactions to these minuscule little problems. Like the previous seasons, you will be sucked in. You will want to figure out what the hell's going on by the story, by the dialogue, by the characters. It's really good writing up until now because they went down a rabbit hole of, we got all these problems. What are we going to do? What's convenient? Shoot it in the head. Shoot it in the head. Kind of like Sons of Anarchy did, where every main character all of a sudden getting killed. All these people are like, oh, I got a problem with him. Dead. No more problem. Let's go on to the story. They took the easy way out. Maybe because all the actors want to wrap up. Maybe Netflix is being like, you're done. Hurry up. I don't know the backstory behind why they're doing this. It's just that's what's happening, and it's upsetting to me. Per usual, you got Marty and Wendy talking about having to be unified on everything, even though they're more divided than ever. Charlotte has become this shell of a character who's this angst-ridden, angry teen. Now she's just like, I'm compliant. I'm going to do whatever you want. Meanwhile, Jonah's just off his rocker telling family secrets to whoever will listen. I mean, they may have planted some little seed between Ravi and Charlotte in this one. I don't know. There's a little hint at some subplot going on there, but not much has paid off yet. Darlene and Ruth are at a power struggle over the heroin empire down in the Ozarks. Darlene stuck in the past. Ruth trying to make the most bang for their buck. Who will win? You got to tune in to find out on Netflix. And you got Marty just over here doing his own damn thing, lying to everyone, not sure what he really wants. Probably loves the job a little too much to get out. Probably wants to keep going. But he's a people pleaser. That's what he is at this point, and he just keeps doing that throughout this season. I'm not a huge die-hard Ozarks fan by any means. I do enjoy the show. It's been something nice to binge watch. It kind of makes me want to just keep going. But I'm not like... I haven't gone back and rewatched the seasons yet, like I did with like Breaking Bad, which has drawn many comparisons to this show with Breaking Bad. I watch Breaking Bad once a year, including El Camino. That's how good that show was. This one is not at that level, in my opinion. It's entertaining, and it's got a lot of the batshit craziness you want. I mean, it's got this whole people in political power, like they show you behind the scenes of politics, and if a modicum of that is true, you're just like, politicians are the worst people known to man. But anyone who goes into politics, in my opinion, is a human turd that just needs to be flushed away. If you go into politics, you have your own agenda. You don't really care about anyone else but your own self-serving needs and those who put money in your pocket. Kind of on display in Ozarks. This season it went off the rails with this senseless killing for shock and awe. Not really storyline needs. There's little tiny storyline needs in some of the killings, but it's just like, you rushed it. You weren't at that point yet. You're just trying to get out and get done. Because the story and the characters make you want to tune in. You're like, what are these freaking people gonna do next? Like, this is just batshit nuts, this whole story going on. And then all of a sudden you're just like, yeah, bang, 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 shooting everybody. And it just doesn't fit with what they laid down before. There is drama and storytelling within the killing, as this type of series kind of commands that. It shows that underbelly that you don't want to know about, but you do want to know about. So you see that. But it was ratcheted up so high, so fast. it lost me. It might lose you, it might lose other people. It's just, why did you do it? Why? Because a story with just senseless killing isn't a good technique. It's just senseless killing in mass for senseless killing purposes. It's nothing to entice you. Nobody's going to tune in and just be like, I'm watching people get shot in the head for an hour and a half. Well, Quentin Tarantino might do that, but another story, another time. Because you got to keep people coming back. You got to keep them enticed. And if they can't get into that comfort feeling of what's going to happen, they're always just like, I don't really want to get invested in this character because they're just getting shot in the head. I don't know who's going to get shot in the head next or when. You're just like, you don't have much of a story. You don't have the hook to bring people in. You're just like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to start liking this person, and 2 episodes later, shot in the head. I mean, yeah, some of the deaths do lead to the story because one of the people who gets killed isn't innocent within this realm, and it leads to the finale, and it leads to the build-up of part 2, season 5, basically, who don't want to pay him anymore for an extra season. So it leads that up, and it lets you build up. It gives you that cliffhanger of what's going to happen. But it was kind of too late at that point. There's been so many other just random killings, like, to solve a problem that you don't really care. You're just like, I want to know what happens, but I want them to try a little harder. Because the season dwindled down to, oh, we got this problem, I'm just going to shoot it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Shoot. Bang, bang, bang. And they had this interesting plot twist of the double cross with the FBI and all this other neat, interesting things that were compelling storytelling, but it just ruined it with their solutions to most of the problems. They have this private eye storyline where he's getting a little close to figuring everything out, and you don't know what he's going to do next. He's creepy, but he's efficient. He's got this weird backstory of being a good cop, but with a bunch of vices. And you want to be invested, but you're just getting afraid, like I said, that what's the payoff going to be? Him getting shot in the head? Like, Ozark, why? Why did you go down this road? The twist of Omar Navarro being like, hey, you guys got to figure out how the hell to get me out of the cartel so I can live a happy life was nice. I enjoyed that. I didn't expect that. But where's it going to go? They're kind of hung up on this people just getting killed thing. Sorry, folks. Overall, the beginning of the end of Ozark started really strong and then fizzled out. It was just, something happened where someone was just like, I'm out no matter what, I don't care. And you're left with a little bit of a mess of a show that is very prominent, is very good. It's just, I wanted to end better. The writing just became too reliant on overcoming huge obstacles with easy, convenient solutions. Because when the obstacles are too easy to overcome, nobody cares. You lose everything, and the story just fizzles out. Because there have been little to no ramifications of the senseless violence in this. There is the hint of part 2 having some form of ramification, but it might be too little too late at this point. Ozarks is still worth a watch. You will enjoy it. You will get sucked in. Check it out on Netflix. Season 4 part 1 just dropped. See, I don't know if season 4 part 2 comes out next year or later this year. Either way, check it out on Netflix. I've been Mike, your host here at South to Normal Reviews. Check you next time. Remember, hit the subscribe button in the bottom left, whatever corner I put it in. It's a little hand that's pointing like this to find out when the more long-form version of this story takes place. Till next time.